sucker smoking.
Got him. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. We're in northern Wisconsin again, targeting walleyes. This is midsummer pattern. These fish are set up off main break lines, 20 to 25 feet. Looking a different lake, checking for these fish. It should be a good video. I'll show you what we do to get on these fish. It's big. Hey, fish. Here, get over here. Man, I just set that thing down and it must be a smallie. No, it's a walleye. Freaking smoked that thing. All right. There you little sucker. Okay, first one. Checking a mid-lake hump on a new lake in northern Wisconsin. My jig is gone, like completely gone. All right, that's like a 15-incher. I just cut the line because he just nailed that thing right behind the boat. There he goes. Second fish. That's kind of jogging us over this hump here. Little baby. It's a rock bass. How do you get a rock bass? We're looking for walleyes. Jeez. That's the wrong kind. There's a lot of rock structure here. This is pretty cool. This is a hump break right out in the middle of nowhere. I put a shot in here. Yep, just mapping, just going over it. We're right on top of it. It's usually early in the morning like this. The walleyes are right on top of it until the sun comes up, and then they'll kind of push off. I was marking a couple fish. That might be rock bass too. Cast at them and see what happens. Gotcha. I gotcha. He was watching that thing a long time. This might be the right kind. Yep. I was gonna say he was acting too much differently than the other one. That he anything but a walleye. Okay. And he has a messed up little side of his head gill plate there. But I watched him. I will put that in there. That on live scope. They're sitting off this point extension that comes out. You know, that's a nice little northern Wisconsin eater size 15-incher. Just sitting off this point extension, and yeah, get him back. Dang, I just got this guy. Freaking camera's not working. There's a whole mega school of them out there potted up. All right. Throw my beat up leech back out there. Okay, so the first spot that we checked was a hump, mid-lake hump. We hooked up with 2 walleye. She almost got hers to the boat. I got mine in. They're all like 15, 16 so far. Checking a different spot. This is an extension of a point that comes out, and we're in about 25 feet, and that fish was sitting at about 20. I tried floating the leech above his head. You'll see that on live scope. And he didn't act like he wanted to engage, and then I just opened the bail and let it tumble to the bottom, and he went after it, and I felt him hit it right before it hit bottom. So yeah, checking a little different area here. Have to see if maybe they're still on the main point extensions that come out. We will see as the day goes on. Oh, it got off. I got mine though. It's a donk. What the heck? I'm assuming this is a walleye, but Maybe it's a bass, just by the way they were potted up. Give you a view of that on live scope. Those vertical marks are usually walleye. This thing crushed it. Yeah.
Yeah. Voilà.
Okay, good job. There's a few of them there. I think this is the pod that we saw before, but not quite sure. Let me get I'm almost out of live bait. All right. That's a decent one, like 16, I'm gonna say. That's a nice 17 incher. All right, we're gonna get this guy back to his home. There's a whole mess of them out there. There's a freaking giant pot of walleye out there. Y'all see that on live scope? I'll see if I can get my freaking jig through there. The wind keeps blowing me around. They're sitting behind something, like a brush pile or something. Big rock. I have to make another cast. Got one. Hooked up. I might have another one. Yeah. There's another one. He's a smaller one, and he shot right out of there. Nice little fish. Man, there's a freaking wad of them down there. I'm trying a piece of a crawler now because I am fresh out of leeches. I don't think it should matter as long as I can get him to him. Casting into the wind. And nothing came after it, as you can see. I don't think my cast made it. They're sitting in this little hump here. Yeah, maybe it did. There's a couple of them that broke off from the pack there, but there's a lot of them there. That time, I think I got there. It's so hard when you're going into the wind like this. And trying to film it all. I got another one. I got a piece of a crawler. This one's Chunky Monkey. That's a better one. Oh, maybe they're all just sitting here. They're about the same size, I think. Okay. He wanted that one. It's a Chunky Monkey. I don't know if I told you guys, but I purchased a new trolling motor. My Tarova that I have for 8 years finally took a crap, and I went with a 36 volt Tarova. I should say the power drive I had. My bad, sorry. Took a crap, so now I actually have a foot pedal. I can actually use one hand for running the live scope pole and just kind of hunt around with this foot pedal. And I guess the really cool thing about this is the jog feature that comes with all these Tarovas, even the 24 volts. You got a little puck that you mount on the side of the boat, like a heading sensor, and it Bluetooths to your head unit, to the control unit on the trolling motor. And then you can jog in increments of 5 feet, north, south, east, west, which is really cool for spot lock, as I can visually see the distances I am from the fish and just kind of jog the boat, if you will, and move in small increments and then get it to where I need to be to make my cast. I like to make that 50 to 60 foot cast is about all the farther I can cast this 1/4 ounce jig into the wind. 3/8 you'd probably get more, but the fall rate is just too much. They're not, if they were super amped up, yeah, that'd be great, but I'd really like to throw like a 1/4, 1/16 to be perfect. I'm throwing an 1/8 and a 1/16. I'm throwing a 1/4 right now. Anyways, that is my new upgrade, which has helped a lot versus before. I'm doing this, running the trolling motor, grabbing the pole, scanning around. Now I just use the foot pedal, and when I see something, I'll stop on it, and then I'll jog with the actual remote, which is really cool. That sucker smoked it. Got him. Bigger. That's a walleye. I seen him over there sitting in the weeds. Oh, that's so much fun. I'm just cruising this different point here. This guy, this is a bigger one here. Feels bigger. Oh yeah, he smoked it. There we go. Another good one. He just chomped that thing. Okay. Just freaking gone. That's ridiculous. All right, there's another one. Another solid fish. 17-incher, I'd say. He's sitting in this weed pile here. I'm just scanning it right now. I've kind of live scope view in there, so you can see there's a few of them sitting behind it. Now that the boat has shifted, you can see them better. Also, I would like to mention I threw this old EchoMap graph on here just so I have a map view of where I'm at on the breaks and things like that. It's not the greatest. The Humminbirds have a far better map in my opinion, but this way I'm not hopping up and down off this front platform. I can just kind of visually see where we're at on the breaks and move us along, try to scan around for these fish. Maybe eventually I'll get another helix, don't tell the wife, but then that I would be able to use the built-in chirp sonar also, that is with these Tarovas, that's included with the cheapest model. You get the chirp sonar, regular sonar. The more expensive one, you get mega down, mega side imaging. Really, to me, wasn't really a factor in purchasing this. It was either going to be this or the Quest. The Quest is like $1,000 more, and it's 30% more efficient. I just couldn't see that upgrade, being I still run lead acid batteries, and all my batteries are, you know, within a year old. So that would be a huge upgrade for runtime for me. Would be just to go to lithium with this Tarova, but this 36 volts a beast on this 18-foot Princecraft. I mean, I run all day with it now, and it barely even phases it. What is it?
What is this?
Oh man. Freaking little things. We ain't deep enough for getting them.